Good day, everyone. My name is Kamoru Salahuddin, a communication strategist and life coach. The next few minutes, we'll be talking about something that is important to our life, and that is self-development, a key to success. And I will enjoin you to follow me as we go in the discussion. To start with, we need to look at what is meant by self-development. Self-development has to do with investing in yourself to ensure that you are capable of coping with the environment around you and to also make your personality a worthy one than ever before. Without wasting our time, I will want to start with one verse in the Quran, particularly Quran chapter 53 verses 39 to 41, where Allah says, "Will anything be for human being except what he has striven for? And very soon he will be rewarded for what he has done appropriate." This shows that no man will benefit anything, will succeed in life, except that he has actually planned for such. Self-development. The most important word here is the word self, and that is the entity that makes you human, and you cannot leave it just like that. You have to develop from time to time, because it is that development that will lead you to success. The entity self and its quality is measured in terms of what is called intelligence quotient, and that forms the component of the self itself. From intelligence quotient, which measures the knowledge you have and how rational you are in thinking, we also have what is called emotional quotient, that is how you react to people around you and events around you. When somebody annoys you, do you flare up or you address the person or the issue without any problem? This has to do with your emotional intelligence or emotional quotient. If you are an emotional intelligent person, you have no issue with anybody, you have no fight with anybody, and you will relate with people effective. Also, the spiritual quotient, that is the spirit in you, this can go to the realm of religiosity. How close are you to your God, and what is the entity you believe in that controls everything? This also has to do with how much of the religious knowledge you acquire and to what extent do you apply them. Then the curiosity quotient, which is probably a newer form of the areas of the self, which has to do with your enthusiasm and motivation to learn more in life. All these are the components of the self: the intelligence, the emotional realm, the spiritual realm, and the curiosity realm. You need to properly develop all these aspects of yourself so that you can become a quality human being. And you need to know it's all about you, and where the discussion starts from is actually to discover yourself, discover what you need to do to yourself, about yourself, then develop the necessary area in your life, your professional life, and other aspects of your life. Then mastering what development, what knowledge or skills you have acquired, then that will lead you to what is called self-actualization. That is when you are fulfilled, you are happy with what you have done to yourself. Now, to engage in proper self-development, you have about 10 steps to take. The first one is self-awareness. Ask yourself about yourself, then listen to others, what they say about you. It will help you to know more about yourself. Then you need to do self-SWOT scaling, that is, know your strength, know your weakness, and weigh them side by side to see which one is higher. It will help you to see what to do. Then self-need identification. You should ask yourself, what is it I should be doing to myself now? If you have that in your mind, you will actually be doing the right thing and you have quality personality. Then self-goal setting. Your goal has to be smart. That is, a goal that is achievable, that is realistic, that is specific, and that has a time that you want to achieve it. The fifth step is self-determination. Self-determination has to do with respecting the goal you set for yourself. Your initial plan in step 4, you have to respect it, and that has to do with a lot of determination, because it is not actually easy. Then self-discipline, doing the right thing always in your life, and that will depend on the plan you set in step 4 as well. Step 7 is self-learning. Self-learning, that is actually acquiring knowledge on your own, not depending on anybody to teach you or to tell you what to learn. You have to learn personally. Look for what to read, listen to people, and all sources of knowledge. Try to explore them. They will also help you in your self-development. Step 8 is emulate, don't copy. Emulate, don't copy. I think somebody should say this after me. Emulate, don't copy. You can emulate people who have done what you want to do before, but don't actually copy. If you are innovative, you will see something good in what somebody is doing and you do it in a better way. That is actually emulating, but you should not be a copycat. So I say, not all, but only about you. Not all, but only about you. That is, you don't know everything, but everything everything you do is about you. Then after that, step 9 is self-evaluation. Self-evaluation, that is, you need to assess what you have learned and what you have been doing before, so that you know how far you have gone and what is next to be done, to give you a clear picture about yourself. It's like mirroring your personality. When you look at the mirror, you see yourself. That is what self-evaluation will do for you. And the last step, which is step 10, is self-learning continues. There is no way in self-development that you stop learning. You continue learning. Listen to this nugget by a philosopher. He says, know who you are and be it. Know what you want and go out and get it. Know who you are and be it. Know what you want and go out to get it. It's very important to keep this always with you. What is the relationship between self-development and success in life? Number 1 is that self-development creates positive vibes, which will lead you to success. The more positive you are about yourself, the more success you can achieve in life. Then number 2, continuous self-improvement increases your positive vibes, leading to more success. The more you develop yourself, the more happy you become about yourself, and the more you're happy about yourself, you become more successful. Self-improvement will magnetize a good people into your network. You have more good people in your network, and the more better people that surrounds you, the better you become in your life. Then it increases your self-value or self-worth, which will also lead to self-esteem. And next is self-development also relates with success because it will increase your self-confidence. The more you know, the more confidence you have in yourself, and it will help you to achieve when you need to do things. Also, which is the last in my point in relationship between self-development and success, it is directly linked to self-accomplishment. Self-accomplishment, self-actualization, that is the fulfillment you have about what you are doing. How will you know that you are self-developed? This is important. Number 1, personal growth. You see that personally you are growing, not biologically, but in what you are doing, you see that there is movement in your life. Professional growth. If you are working in a place, you continue to have promotion and recognition within the environment. That shows that you have self-developed. Then maintaining good relationships. Self-development will help you to maintain good relationship with others around you, maybe in your workplace or in your neighborhood. If you have poor relationship with people, it shows that you are not or less self-developed. Then increased wealth. When you have more money, you have more resources, it shows that you are developing yourself. The value in you will attract more wealth to you. Then good health. Mental health and physical health are also signs of self-development. Integrity and dignity. People will respect you. They will value you if you actually develop yourself. Then spirituality, prosperity, and happiness. There's no way you will be self-developed that you will not be happy with what is happening to your life. Then sense of meaningful life. That is self-actualization. You will be happy with what you are doing. You know, when you are doing a job and you are not happy with it, then you leave it. Then develop yourself in the area of job that you'll be happy with. It is very important. Moving to an end. A philosopher says that the earlier you realize how ignorant you are, the earlier you begin the process of self-development, and the sooner you become successful in life. This is very important. Then Leo Tolstoy also says that everybody thinks about changing the world, but no one thinks about changing himself or herself. So the beginning of changing the world is actually changing yourself. When you are self-developed, then you can change people around you. I've listed here some books you may need to read to actually improve your life in this realm of self-development. If you can follow all these few steps I've mentioned earlier, the 10 steps in the self-development process, and you measure along the indicators of self-development that I've mentioned in this little talk, I think you can be sure that you will make a difference in life. I thank you very much for your attention.